welcome to Puppy's World. This is the e-cigarette compilation video. Okay, babe, why smoke e-cigarettes? What is the point of them? What's the benefit? Why do you do them?
Coming from a girl, if I was pregnant, it would benefit from an e-cigarette because you don't have the nicotine, you don't have anything. It's just really safe for your babies. You know, on the warning, it is not safe for pregnant women like you see the labels on regular cigarettes.
Okay, yep. It's vapor, right?
It's vapor, yeah. It's just water, I mean, and it's just vegetable, you know, so it's very healthy if you're pregnant. I mean, that's one of the pros to the e-cigarettes. I mean, I just like it because of the flavor, and I can just puff anywhere. I hate the winter. I live in Wisconsin. I hate smoking outside. Yep. So having an e-cigarette is just very nice because I don't like walking outside.
Does that smell, that smoke right there?
It's beautiful smoke.
See, it smells like fruit, doesn't it?
Yeah, so even if you're in the office, I mean, some offices do not allow it. I got yelled at for it, but I mean, this is
Planes don't allow it. Restaurants don't allow it. What else? Well, I mean,
a lot of places, bars sometimes don't even allow it, but they allow regular cigarettes, which is odd, and it's healthier. So why can, I mean, they want you to smoke regular cigarettes at work, but not e-cigarettes, so they're trying to kill you. I don't get that. I mean, it's just a lot of pros and there's a lot of cons. I mean, the con is I don't want to spend the money on it. It's so much cheaper to buy cigarettes, but if I was pregnant, I would vape.
So why do you think I vape?
Honestly, because you honestly like something in your hand.
You just like something in my hand all the time?
You like something in your hand. You were born with ADHD, so you always constantly like that. You know, there's always something to do for you. You know, and you love the smell. You love making your own vegetables. It's something new. It intrigues your mind. So this is something new to you. And you like to show the world what you can do with this. So this is new to you. So Adam likes to show. This is new, yeah.
It is new to most people. I've been doing it for about maybe 7-8 years since it first started. My dad has been doing it for maybe 10 years before it started even. He was making his own coils and stuff like that, making his own liquid with the fucking, you know, I'm sorry, with the little red devil things with the cord made out of Canada, you know. I mean, those things were around nowhere. You couldn't find them. But what's the other benefit? I mean, look at my teeth.
They're beautifully white.
My teeth would be freaking brown if I smoked a pack
as much as you vaped.
I mean, even these right here. Pall Mall lights, guys. These are what we used to smoke, right?
Yes.
Do we smoke them anymore, though?
Just then and there.
Then and there, you know, here and there. Only if we're out and about with someone that's never heard of e-cigarettes before and they smoke cigarettes. It's kind of odd to pop out an e-cigarette and...
That's why I always ask you mind if I use my e-cigarette.
I mean, I look a little weird doing it. I think when people see you in the car, it's like, what the fuck is that guy? What's he puffing on? Like, you know, but it's smart. It's the smart way of smoking. It's a smart way of smoking. And
you don't need a lighter too.
No
That's
lighter.
No lighter.
But on the expensive side, a little bit
a battery.
More than cigarettes. Sometimes, depending on how much you smoke. If you smoked a pack a day, in certain areas like New York City, oh my gosh, you'd be at freaking $9-10 a day at least in a pack of cigarettes. This is way cheaper. You can buy a thing of liquid for, you know, $15. That can last you a week to 2 weeks sometimes, or a heavy vapor like me. I'm going to constantly make my own liquid, make my own coils. Wow, what an idiot calling us, but okay, never mind. So, you know, there's no tar, there's no nicotine unless you want it.
And there's no smell of a cigarette on you, just beautiful smell.
Fruit smell. I, at work, in the office, have... every like hour, you know, couple of 40-minute break sessions, I will go into the bathroom.
Can I hit the e-cigarette, baby?
Yep. I will go into the bathroom, and by the way, we have our own e-cigarettes. And guess which one she always wants to use? The Baby Beast. Why? It has the most flavor per out any tank I have. And say dripping. If you don't know what dripping is, that's a different video. I'll build my coils and stuff.
That's a long process.
Different video, guys. It'll be different. This is for the introduction to vaping. But more benefits to the vaping. It extremely is health beneficial as opposed to cigarettes. There's almost no health side effects associated with e-cigarettes other than the myths of people having them blow up in their pockets and stuff, blow up in their face. The only reason that they would blow up in their face is what, hon? You know exactly why.
Because they change the batteries, they change the products. Once you get the product, stick with the same battery, stick with the same product. Do not switch. That is what's causing the fires and the blow-ups. I mean, when it comes with Vaporesso, stick with Vaporesso. Whatever thing they gave you, stick with that. Do not switch. Do not, because that is what's causing all this, and they do not want you to die.
So, basically, that people have taken batteries, let them wear out, let the wrapping come off of them and stuff, let the positives basically touch the side of it, which is metal, causing that to be the negative portion of the battery. Boom, short out.
And that's their fabric's getting into it, so the fabric has stuff to do with the blow up because you don't have the protection on it anymore.
Yep, exactly. So, guys, there's a lot of stuff you can do with the e-cigarettes that you can't do with cigarettes. Like I said, I would always go into the bathroom at work, do this in the bathroom,
or even go on the airplane a little quick, blow it down. Yep.
With vaping, you can take a big hit like that, hold it in. I can, and since it's vapor, you can literally have it dissipate to almost nothing. I mean, you're almost always going to blow out a little bit of smoke, some sort of puff smoke like that, but you can legitimately at your desk in a cubicle even just go like. And they have little ones that are high wattage, of course, just to get your nicotine fix. And you can drop more nicotine in there, as I've got bottles of nicotine, all that crap. Get them everywhere now. You can even get kosher made, VG and PG. But more benefits and disadvantages. I'd say another benefit, if I had to pick one more, would be total different types of variety. With cigarettes, you're usually buying one pack of cigarettes, you're going to get that nicotine menthol taste.
And with those loose pens, all you get is menthol or a regular flavor. You don't even get the fruity flavor. So all you're getting is a menthol or a regular cigarette. So I wouldn't even waste my money on those Vuse pens. Those waste.
Yeah, Vuse. Those
Vuse, yeah.
Those are like the puff-on battery lights up at the end. They're giving them out at
Summerfest
festivals and stuff.
I got like 20 free at Summerfest, yep.
Yeah, they're a waste. Those Von ERL pods and stuff, that commercial where it's like, vaping made easy. Shut the... Get out of here, man. Like, they show like the guy dropping the liquid into the e-cigarette and they show like, they don't want to be complicated. Guys, if you don't do the liquid dropping and you buy like those pods and the pre-filled liquid things, you're going to waste your money. Please don't do that. That's a waste of freaking money. You never do that, do you?
No.
And we're almost poor here, by the way. We're not that poor, guys, but...
we're middle class.
Right, we're middle class. And vaping is constantly something that we have the capability of doing, but you don't always need new equipment, too. You can get your coils, you can get your stuff in a 5-pack. Last months. Can you buy, I mean, yeah, you can buy a carton of cigarettes for 60, 70 bucks. Yeah, it might last you months, but no variety, no change. You're going to buy 20 different packs. Have you ever seen a pack of cigarettes called, like, vanilla blueberry custard?
No.
Exactly. So they have different flavors and varieties and things like that, nicotine amounts and things you can do. However, disadvantages. To wrap up this video a little bit, hon, disadvantages. If you had to pick one main disadvantage, what would it be?
You really got to watch the coils because they, or the, what is it called, honey?
The mods, tanks, coils, what?
The mods and the tanks, they can break very easily. So they're very precious. So don't leave them around where your kids can knock them. Don't leave them on a marble glass top. You got to leave them on a bed or a carpet or somewhere soft.
Yes.
And then it can add up. It's very expensive. So it depends how much you vape, what you want to buy. It all depends on you.
As you can see, you can run these guys pretty
How much
low.
did that cost you total right there?
Total, right here, I'd say $35 for the Baby Beast. You know, that's a whole tank. It comes with an extra coil, comes with a glass thing, these rubber things. By the way, the rubber things are meant for when you're putting them on the table or something like that. See? It doesn't roll or it doesn't cause the glass to contact with the
I didn't even know that. Thank you.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
You had a question earlier about the nicotine amounts in them. What nicotine amount should I choose? What's the average? What's good? What's best for vaping for flavor? What's best for flavor, in my opinion, and websites are going to confirm this as well. What's best for flavor is actually 0 milligrams nicotine. Why? Because the nicotine flavonoids the taste. It changes the taste. It alters it. It affects the taste because nicotine is going to taste like something, and that's actual liquid they're putting in there too. So 3 milligrams is probably the most common. 6 milligrams is the max. The FDA allows you to put in. Allows anybody to put in. Allows any company. Now, you had a question earlier as to Why when you go into the store you see what?
When I went into Vape 108, why do they sell 12 milligrams? And if you said the FDA only does 3, 0, 3, and 6 and they approve, but when we go in, I bought a rainbow 12 milligram.
Something to be said about that. In the beginning of 2016, at the start of the year, the FDA had complete control over e-cigarettes, right? Because of people complaining, people getting hurt, people buying them, making a ton of money on them. It's a racket out there to make money on. A lot of people are selling them on the gas stations and stuff that they've never sold before and making a ton of money. But FDA controls the e-cigarettes and the liquids now. So, at the beginning of 2016, the FDA had complete control over it. That means good for us because they're FDA approved. FDA approved liquid, USP grade and stuff like that. However, the maximum the FDA allows of nicotine amounts in liquid nowadays is 6 milligrams. They never used to allow any more. However, when you go see 12 milligrams in a store, that either means one of two things. A, the store or some individual has made it themselves and added more nicotine, or B, that is prior to a 2016 made liquid, believe it or not. And yes, it was 2016. Look it up if you don't believe me. I've done my, I haven't had to do my research because I don't care to, but I know this stuff, guys. So if you don't believe me, look it up. But
he's very smart when it comes to this.
The FDA does control it. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee here, but they do control. So it is approved products, and I'd say one main disadvantage, if I had to pick one, about vaping is simply the cost, guys. The cost and the fact that, here, I'll kind of demonstrate. Look, I'm not going to throw mine down, but this one is a beast, a baby beast, but this one's literally a beast in terms of the mod. It's made out of steel. If you look here, that is pretty darn heavy and stable. This thing weighs a good, like, couple ounces.
I would honestly recommend this mod right here. Yeah. He dropped it so many times. It's scraped up, but it's never broke. It's never done anything. That's an Aspire, correct?
Yes, this is an Aspire NX75. It goes up to 75 watts.
So if you are a construction worker, or if you drop stuff a lot, I'd recommend that one like Adam. I would recommend that one. That one's never busted or broke on them.
This is the Baby Beast from Smoke, guys. It's probably one of the most popular ones out there as opposed to the V8 Beast.
It is in every shop you see.
Is in every shop you see. And this one technically has so many different coils. It's 0.15 ohms, 50 to 110 watts, but they tell you what's best on here. I'm not someone who ever has listened to what's best on anything.
True story.
I'm a rebel. But this one says best at 60 to 80 watts. Hon, what am I smoking it at? Puffing it at? 35.5 watts. So I take what's best and half it?
Half it.
Well, not always. I do that because I don't feel a need. If you were to go up to 60 watts minimum here, it would be way too much for me and you'd drain out your battery too quick. 35 watts with 118-650, you can change the milliamp output of them. Normally they're going to be 3.7 volts, 3,000 milliamps, a draw, high current draw, very high draw. An 18650 that is not protected though. If you get an F-set or protected battery, they simply will not fit. So the same batteries that go into a flashlight for e-cigarettes do not work. You got to get the unprotected one, and that's why people have problems. However, with this beast and stuff, there's multiple different tanks and ways of filling it. But we're not showing that on this video. We're going to talk about just simply my conclusion here as to why we vape and what the point of it is. It's healthy. It produces no smell, produces no tar. You can drop down the nicotine amount, and most of all, you can do it just about anywhere with no health defects. That's the main thing, no health problems at all.
And no yellow teeth, no cancer, no nothing.
Mrs. is going to be pregnant soon, so she will continue to vape. She'll be able to continue to smoke, technically. However, drop out all the nicotine. She'll take out all the nicotine, so she'll just buy liquids or I'll make them for her. We'll keep buying them, guys. We'll keep buying like the really good Taffy Mans, the Naked brand, the Chubby, the Bam Bam, the Pebbles and Churros. We'll keep buying all the good ones. And there's something to be said about liquids, guys. Sample box if you want to be efficient. Sample box comes in the mail with like 3, 6, or 8 bottles of liquid in it. And they give you a surprise. So they tell you like 2 of the bottles that, you know, what they are. You choose your flavors and concentrate and all that. And then they send you something in the mail that you don't know what the rest of the 4 are. So
that is the best way to go if you first start vaping. Yeah. It's cheapest. It's the easiest. You get so many samples. I would recommend doing it that way. Or going in the store and buy something for $25 to see if you even like vaping.
Yep. Okay, guys. Just to conclude this video. You got some, this is here, got some cigarettes here. What the heck do they say on the side? Yeah, no Surgeon General's warning with any e-cigarettes. That's going to be true. No Surgeon General's warning with any e-cigarettes because why? There's not that much risk to them. There is not that much risk to them other than the electronic portion of them. So, I would smoke cigarettes if what? If I was going on vacation maybe and I could not bring e-cigarettes with me. That wouldn't happen though. But, hell, I wouldn't smoke cigarettes unless I really wanted a tobacco drain on my body. I wanted to feel all screwed up from nicotine, which I don't, mind you. That's why I'd smoke cigarettes. But I don't anymore, and you can easily quit. How fast can someone quit using this, hon?
I was a smoker for 5 years, and once Adam introduced me to it, I stopped smoking. But it all depends on the person. Again, I have a brain that flips on and off. You know, it just depends on the person. Honestly, that's it.
It does depend on the person. I mean, even if you've been smoking for 30 years and you smoke 2 packs a day, get a beast, get your liquid, get your nicotine that you can pre-fill, have it 36 milligrams per milliliter, and bam, that's a lot of nicotine, so you can get it done. And just to conclude this video, I'll kind of take the camera from her, and just 3 things that you like about e-cigarettes, son. Whether it's the liquids, the brands, 3 things you like about them.
I like the different liquids. There's so many varieties that you can get. I like the fact, like I said, I am trying to get pregnant, so I can honestly still puff on something without hurting my baby. And number 3, I mean, they're really cool mods. They're really cool tanks. You can sit there and flip them and make them your own.
Yeah, watch.
It's your personal friend.
Yeah, look at it, guys. I mean, I have a little, this is just one of my collections right here. But as you can see, you collect all this stuff, and it is like artwork to me. You can constantly use these bottles again, and you can constantly make little things out of them. Of course, I've got a ton of stuff, but, you know, you don't need anywhere near this amount of stuff. This is just for for a veteran vapor who does their own stuff, but who wants to get the most out of it. So, to conclude this video, why we use electronic cigarettes is simply because it's healthy, it's cost-effective, and last but not least, it's just better to have a flavor. It's better to be able to stop into a store. I really suggest buying them online, don't you?
I suggest to. And even if you're with family functions, you can take that around because honestly, people love the smell. My mom's a smoker, and my stepdad hates cigarettes. He hates everything about it. But when I bring the e-cigarettes in, he loves the smell.
Yes.
The smell is so pretty.
Yes.
But again, it depends on where you are. Always be polite and ask, do you mind if I puff this? Just tell me and explain what it is.
Yes.
It's not nicotine. It's just vapor air. Some people will be like, no, then just walk away and go outside. But other people will love it because of the smell.
So, as opposed to smoking cigarette, guys, no stains on the teeth, no smell, and your cost is reduced. You're not constantly running out to go for a cigarette. You can do it inside. You can do it anywhere.
And we live in Wisconsin, so it's so nice in the winter not to go outside for that cigarette and just to have something to puff on, because it's like -2.
So instead of buying your stupid Chantix and quitting smoking, why wouldn't you? Right. Why wouldn't you just do this and then slowly drop the nicotine out of it? I'd say a heavy smoker for 30 years. This is the doctor's prescription, right? This is the prescription I'm going to give you for 30-year smoker at 2 packs a day. Even I don't care what you smoked. If it was Lucky Strikes, unfiltered even, right? Lucky Strikes unfiltered. If you smoke 2 packs a day, I would say start off with a Beast mod. Not a Beast mod, a Beast tank. A Vapresso mod, or pair it up with whatever the store tells you the wattage should be.
Baby.
And also get your nicotine that you buy from a website that you can pre-fill it in, or go buy your 12 milligrams nicotine, but that's not going to hit you. The 12 milligrams is not going to be enough. Like I said, FDA approves it now, so you can't go over 6. That's why I buy your nicotine from a website in a bottle like that, 36 milligrams. Here, I'll show you really quickly. Just buy your nicotine in a bottle like that, guys, and then do it yourself because it is a lot more effective, cheap, and get way more nicotine than the FDA allow you to get now. So, I'm going to conclude this video, guys. We're going to make it a full 20 minutes here, but that's a damn long video, and that is the benefits of vaping. And we check out, indoor smokers videos a lot, but a lot of people do recommend certain things. I'm not necessarily recommending other things other than what I'm using, only because I know it's working best for me. I'm not going to recommend something that I don't feel works best for you. However, whatever you feel works best is best for you. So it's not what I recommend. It's not what you feel you need.
We're just giving you ideas.
Just giving you ideas, guys. Just giving you points, tips, and techniques that we're using, and then
other point of views. views.
Right, other point of views. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, please, as I do normally high-end stereo equipment, hi-fi stereo news, and mainly turntable stuff. But, you know, I can go into videos, as I will soon, about how to build them, how to get your nicotine levels, the proper techniques, different mods and tanks, whatnot, liquids, how to build them, and, you know, how to get away with vaping at work and stuff like that. But more or less just the lifestyle of vaping. And how to keep it cheap and effective, and where to get your stuff. And, you know, I'll always have updates for you guys, but please subscribe. And thank you for watching. And that's the video.
Say thank you, puppy.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.